I can't wipe my nose while I'm playing that song because I have to hold all the notes at the same time. So there may be an angle from this table in which this room, part of the room, doesn't understand sometimes throughout the night. So we have a special relationship in this room. Okay, cool, great. song's for my dog. Root beer.
Nice.
All right.
Busy.
This song is for my dad, a retired hospice nurse, ski patroller, accordion player, all-around Renaissance man, Paul Cook. It's called Westcott. This is for my father.
Yeah.
All right. This is a song by Gillian Welch and David Rawlings. It's my favorite. This is my favorite song of theirs over the years. It's served me a long time. And when I was 43, I bought my first piano. It took me a long time to give myself permission to buy a piano for myself, and I did. And it wasn't new, wasn't fancy, but I loved the sound of it, and I invested in myself. And the day it arrived was a really good day. Good day. And this came out. This is the first thing that came out when I got a piano in my living room, and I didn't realize it was Gillian until like a while into it. And I was like, oh, this is Gillian. Okay, great. So I'm gonna play that for you. It's called "I Made a Lover's Prayer." This is Appalachia Borealis. This is the last song. This contains a field recording of the common loon. If you're unfamiliar, unbelievable creature from the upper North American regions, where I hail from. And this field recording is from the dock of the lake that my family's had land on for 115 years. And started with just land, and now there's just a whole bunch of people that use it. And it's been an incredible, it's my most sacred place in the whole world. So this is what you hear from that is from my most sacred place, Sand Lake. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. That's Appalachia Borealis, front to back. Pretty important. So this is a part of the show that I also honor a part of myself, which is I really love people a lot, and I really love being with people. And if anyone has any questions for me, I would really and honestly love to just answer them. If anyone has a question at all about anything at all that I talked about, or any kind of injection of humor that you'd like to put in, or levity that you'd like to bring into the show, please feel free. Does anyone have a question?
Where are you from?
Born and raised in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. Yes. Character Annie Hall, Diane Keaton, was from Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. Yes. Also in Tommy Boy, he and David Spade crash into a Chippewa Falls sign when they get the deers in their car. Yeah, totally. And everyone who was from Chippewa who was in the theater was like, holy shit, we're famous. Like, it was amazing. Home of Leinenkugels. I went to school with the Leinenkugel boys. Yeah. Does anyone else have a question? Yeah.
What's your Culver's order?
My Culver's order? Oh, I already love this group so much. This is great. I'm such a patty melt guy when I go to the Midwest. Like, I go to Culver's and I get curds and a patty melt, and I get like some, I don't know. You know what I mean? Culver's is here now, that was great. When I saw that like first Culver's sign in North Carolina, I was like, did they know? Like, this is amazing. This is spiritual. I hope North Carolina has appreciated Culver's as an export from Wisconsin and being like, those are damn good burgers. For like stopping on the roadside. Who else got a question right here?
What's your favorite collaboration with Raleigh Denham?
My favorite collaboration with Raleigh Denham? I would have to say it's the jacket that I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
Was that a setup?
That's what I thought.
Really? That's amazing. I was like, this is a plant from Victor. My dear friend Victor owns a denim company in Raleigh, and he's basically like a full Renaissance man. And jeans are just something he's done in the last 15 years, but he's just very, very creative, and he's very encouraging of someone like me who has a lot of different interests. I recently went mushroom foraging with him, and I had a wonderful time with him. And he also made the best pork chop I've ever had in my absolute entire life. And it was just a wonderful time. And he made me this jacket, and he wrote inside of it. And it's supposed to wear like a cloud. It's a Japanese fabric, and I wear it at every show, and it's very nice. You know, it's very cool. Yeah. Shout out to Raleigh Denham. Great place. My dog is Root Beer. My dog's name is Root Beer. He's 1.5 years old. He's the joy of our life and our household. He's got a lot of energy, and he keeps us young. His dad was a black lab. His mom was a Chihuahua. Beagle. And I know, all you can do is laugh, because you're like, well, odds are, at some point, my dog would be made. I can tell you, it's a great breed. I don't know why it's not. I'll tell you what we can do away with. This is going to divide the room right away. Anything that ends in oodle is going to knock over grandma. And that's all there is to it. If it ends in oodle, it's going to knock over your grandma. And that's just what you're going to have to deal with that when you get an oodle of any kind. Okay? Anyway, I think everyone should think more about black lab Wawas. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. Did someone else have a question? Right here.
You said piano took off for you when you were 5?
Yeah.
I just want to know more about that.
Oh, piano took off for me when I was 5. We have one in my living room. So it was this like thing that stood in our living room, you know? And you know, when I first sat down at it, I would figure out like Popeye the Sailor Man, or I figure out like, you know, I just love to sit and pick things out at it. You know, I loved doing that. And then my dad would play by ear, and my grandpa could only play by sheet music. And so there would be times where I just would sit all the time. I would sit at the piano with my dad, and like, you know, he just had so much fun at the piano. He made it accessible. So I have to give him a big shout out. And then I want to give credit to my mom, because once a year she plays Silver Bells. She nails it. She plays 4 minutes of piano a year, and she plays Silver Bells exactly once. And she
nails the shit out of it every time. And it's kind of like, damn, Mom. Just I don't know. Anyway, so I gotta give a shout out to my mom too, because that's another way to know the piano. When you just walk up and own it for 4 minutes and walk away for a year, that's tough as hell, man. It's tough. It's amazing. It's so good. Balcony.
I read that you recorded some of this or wrote some of it around here. I was just curious.
Oh man, I went to Burnsville in November of 2020. And I had this crazy ramshackle, maybe the owner's here. It was a great place that had, it was clearly handmade by a guy and his buddies. And there's no code, it's too far out there for some kind of, I don't know what's going on. I loved it. I had such a great time there, and it had like a weird balconied room that had a big window that looked at Grandfather Mountain. It was amazing, and I just set up my keyboard there, and I just looked at the mountain and just like played piano, and like had ramen and tea, and like it was like a monk life with piano. And I highly recommend it for anyone that's got any interest whatsoever in anything. To go by yourself to somewhere, if it's just 3 days, go by yourself. And like really just like go for a lot of walks. If you can just swing this, like try like get all the love, and then when someone else wants to do it, watch their kids and let them do it too, okay? Because it's a really powerful thing to like sit with yourself, sit with oneself for just like enough time to let everything cycle out, and go for enough walks where you let everything just cycle out, and just like be alone where no one's watching you and you're completely alone, and there's whatever like thoughts you start talking out loud. Okay, I start talking out loud, and whatever else happens is okay, because eventually you're there with yourself, and no one else is in there and in your head, and you can just like be in there's like some moments that are really powerful. And for me, sitting at the piano in those moments gave me a lot. Like that first song from Appalachia Borealis, I wrote that staring at that mountain. I was like, dang. And it was fun. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, super fun, man. Yeah, does anyone else have a question? Yeah. My favorite bird. It kind of shifts and changes. The whole impetus for the record was a northern mockingbird. When I made all these years, I made it in a church downtown in Durham on this like 100-year-old Steinway that was really tired. If you hear all these years, it's played on a beautiful old 100-year-old instrument that's really tired. Like an old person telling stories. Why do you want me to tell that story again? Okay, fine. That's the piano that I recorded that on. And anyway, when I listened back, there was this crazy moment that happened while I was recording that record. Because I had my cousin, Brian Joseph, who's a Grammy-winning, incredible recording engineer. He's my cousin. He came down. It was just the two of us in this church for like 3 days. And this kind of like improvs. I was improvising. I was doing whatever. And I felt very safe because he's my family. And then there was this moment that happened when I was kind of like playing this song that ended up becoming this song, Queen of Branches. And we're recording. And I hear kind of a little bit of like some soft shooing footsteps kind of. And this is all in the recording that's on the record. You can't hear this, but what happens at some point I'm playing it, and I look up and my cousin is walking sideways through the sanctuary with his phone, and in this church there is a black snake coming towards me on the and I'm just like playing, I'm just gonna keep clearly like don't mess up now. The snake's coming in to hear what's going on or whatever's going on, right? So that's happening, and so the whole time we're like, oh wow, he and I are looking at each other, and I'm looking, and I'm still playing, and if you hear the recording now, you have a story in your mind, because it doesn't sound like there's a snake in the church. It sounds very docile and very, very chill, okay? But we listened back to the recording, and when we turned up the room mics, we had 2 mics that were way up in the nave of the church, and there was a mockingbird, a northern mockingbird, outside of the church nave, and it was singing, and like the song of the mockingbird's reel was like matching perfectly with like all these like chords that were happening, and it just killed me. So like I was like, oh, I love this bird, and I was just, this is so cool. What is that bird? And I called it. Well, he happened to be my camp counselor when I was a kid, and but now he's an ornithologist, and he at University of Michigan. So I called him and I'm like, hey, old buddy, old pal, what is this bird? You know what I mean? And he listened to it and he came like, this is a northern mockingbird. So then once I knew the sound of that one bird, I started to hear it everywhere I would go. I would just hear northern mockingbirds around Durham. So I started recording them and I started learning about them, and it's like, mockingbirds live around up to, if there's any bird people in the crowd, please just go off of my enthusiasm, not my facts necessarily. Okay? We all need enthusiasm. But they live up to 8 years in the wild, and they can record up to like 200 different like recordings in their individual little reels that they each have, which are like other bird sounds, and they'll use them for defense. Like they'll call like a bigger bird when they want to like seem tough, or like they'll a car horn or a car alarm or whatever it is, you know. Anyway, I just think that's amazing. And then as I learned about it, I'm like, that's kind of what I do. You know what I mean? It's kind of what I've done. Like my whole life, I just regurgitating shit that I've heard. And then I love and I've internalized, and sometimes I use it to sound a little tough, and sometimes it's like really vulnerable, and sometimes I'm just kind of like it's a car horn, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, once I got into one bird very deeply, I realized how infinite all of it is. So like that, like cardinal, or like wood thrush is on this record. The loon, I mean, a loon just haunts me to the rest of my days. It's just like, oh god. So that's a great question. Thanks for asking about birds. Yeah, you guys are awesome, man. Yeah, does anyone else have one? I can't see anybody's hands.
Who are your influences?
Oh my gosh. My influences, are you talking about musically?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I was usually I just answer the question how I want to answer it, but like, you know, so really and honestly, in the last 5 years, like, to be honest, just stand-up comedy. Honestly, stand-up comedy. I go to bed to it every night. I memorize records like over and over again. I just listen to them incessantly, and like, it's its own bird song. Somebody's perspective and point of view, and like their rhythm of their cadence of what they do. I love that. Like, I love the laughter, and I love like the permission to like comedians like work on the courage to just really be themselves wide openly on a stage in front of a group of people. And I think that like is what I'm trying to do with piano, and then otherwise. Like, I'm just trying to like just completely give you guys, this is the same person that I am when I'm like with my kids, and when I'm with my Thanksgiving dinner, and when I'm at home at night, you know? I have all these elements with me, you know? So stand-up comedy's big, and I don't know, I mean, I love people that just curate things musically. Like, I love, necessarily not artists, I love like people in communities that really dedicate themselves to music in general, and what they give to a community over the course of a lifetime in terms of like curating a space, supporting, or if they're at every damn show and you see them at every show and they support every show. But in Durham, it's places like Missy Lane's Assembly Room, which is like a jazz room that's owned by Cicely Mitchell, who's just this complete visionary, like absolutely incredible, someone who I wish just had millions of dollars to just change the culture of Durham in the ways that she could. That's the kind of stuff that influences me when I think about like now, you know? I'm so happy people like Mark Capon from like the Carver's Records. It's just like, dude, I've known that dude for so long, and he met me when I was this super insecure, like, you know, just guy who just moved to North Carolina, but like his enthusiasm for music has never wavered. I just saw him and he was like, I love this job. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that's amazing. Yeah, man. Thank you for asking about that. I hope I answered that in a unique way. I would like to end the show with new stuff.
Yes.
And this is stuff that I kind of arrived at like very happenstance. I've given you guys the sanctuary of the piano that I come to and I process with. And then I've now given you my second sanctuary, which is being in the woods and all the sounds that are around me, that all the music that's around us all the time, if we're open to it. And my third sanctuary I want to give you tonight is my kids. And becoming a team with my two sons in the last 3 years in a way that I didn't know was going to forever change how I see myself and who I could be, and how I see like the possibility of, you know, just how much like just love has just my love of my kids is absolutely just like completely like bowled me over in the possibilities. I didn't even know how awesome it could get. But my kids are here tonight with me. They're on tour with me for the first time. Just the three of us. The three of us like really have become a team in the last years. We go in the woods together, you know. We have a lot of jokes together, and we hang out all the time, you know, when we get to hang out. And they're my favorite people to hang out with. And we laugh a lot. And I'm so grateful to laugh with my kids. So this first song is a collaboration that I have with my oldest son, Ellis, who's here tonight. Ellis and I, Ellis has been the leader in our family of, we are going to memorize entire scenes from movies, and we're going to do them verbatim as often as we can. And when we're in the woods together, we're going to do them as we're hiking. When we're going to bed, we're going to do them together and just recite these words of things that we love. And so, thank God for Goonies, everybody. Thank God for Goonies. The first movie I showed them that had the word shit in it. And I knew in my heart it was going to be okay. When they gut laughed at all the things I knew, it was like, great. Spaceballs and Goonies are a little, obviously, like, dude, we're kind of like counting beans here, Moose. Anyway. I don't know what this is. It's just like, this is like this is just like a moment with Ellis in a car, and he was 10 years old at the time. And this is him just like, and I trying to recall every line from Goonies that we can. And I'm gonna play piano while it's on. That's what I'm gonna do with this song.
Oh wow, a police chase! Oh shit! Remember? You know that.
Keep going.
Beauty.
Keep going.
Oh, that's it, Mouth. That's all I can stand. I can't stand no more. I got it. I don't got it. Sure hope that was.
Put it in the deposit bottle.
Hope that was a deposit box. Yeah.
Officer. Your name's Lawrence.
I got it all told. Like, it's kind of funny how it starts. It was like
Tesla. Oh man.
oh yeah.
This is a new song that is, I don't know, I'm just kind of messing with it still. So,
Thank you. Awesome. This last song I'm going to play really has to do with this is my other son Amos is at the table here, and this is the first time they've seen these. I've done a whole tour this year, and I play these songs and I talk about my kids, and like they're in the room now, and so I was like, "Did you guys do okay last night? Was it embarrassing? Like how did it go? You know, like." They are both very supportive as they always are. Yeah. What'd you say? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play this song. My son Amos started messing around with the piano this year, and he really wanted to just his beginnings were like he really wanted to learn some theme songs, and so. And so he's really gone quite a ways into learning a lot of like theme songs from things, and which is where I started, which is cool. And then one night I actually was just like doing dishes, and I had some mics on my piano, and I was preparing for my very first show of my tour, and my debut of the show was at like this Big Ears festival, which is like all my heroes were there. There was all these debut works from people from all around the world, like neoclassical stuff, and like it was great. So I thought I had to like do a really good job at like I had to be like, oh, I gotta do projections of like all this stuff, and it's gonna be all I'm way over my head. And the last day before I left, I just scrapped everything I was gonna do, and I just went and I played the piano. And you know what I mean? Because that's enough.
Yeah.
Because it's totally enough for me to just go and play piano. That's what I do. So it was a relief to actually scrap everything. I put way too much pressure on myself for the wrong reasons, because I do that. And when I did that, I realized that like when we let go of things that are really hard, one of the things that it does is it frees up capacity to like your filter opens up, and then you'll notice something that you wouldn't have noticed because you're preoccupied with whatever it is, right? So I was so relieved to be out of this thing and just like, great, I'm just gonna go play. Did the dishes, and then my son just that night, I think I was just played the piano, and it was just a sweet moment. He wrote a song while he was there. I walked by and pushed record. It was just recording, and he just wrote a song. So you're gonna hear Amos's first time writing something on the piano. It's just a spark of a very first moment of something. And I'm going to, as his father, lovingly support him musically. And then this will be my last song. And when I'm done, I'm going to go back there. My kids will be back there. Please come back and say hi. and I have Appalachia Borealis there. Asheville, it's so great. You've been just a quiet, attentive, engaged, and awesome audience. And Eulogy, thank you, Jess, so much for doing sound tonight. Thank you, Olivia, for being a tremendous host. And this has been a great venue. The food was great. We felt really taken care of. The piano was really nice. So I feel great. Thank you all so much. I want to make sure I mention as well, my dear friend William Tyler. I so wish he could have been here tonight with us. He is needs some recovery. He's ill. He's been in the hospital, and we're just gonna send a lot of love to him, like right now, all of us together, towards healing our brother. Yeah. So I'm gonna dedicate this also to William for just the spirit of music that I've known with him for a long time, for decades. So, all right, here we go. Thank you all so much, Astro. Thank you for coming to see me play. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all are amazing, man. Thank you. Thank you. Go be well. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Thank you. Awesome, man.
great. Thank you. Awesome. I'll be back there. Please come say hi.